Alright, so another quick video, me doing a brief explanation on, you know, the three treasures, Shen, Jing, Qi, and how you can utilize these energies into the body to pretty much having a better existence for yourself and to be able to manifest your dreams. Be talking about pretty much the future of the channel and how I will start evolving my channel and become much more appealing and a lot more information and details applied to it. As you know, I found my purpose, and every day it's becoming more and more evident that, my purpose is to heal and to help people reach their ultimate state, their godhood, and be able to unlock their abilities and become super. They was right about purpose. Once you figure out your purpose, your will to live, it just is tremendous. Like, it's just life just expresses itself so beautifully. You're just content, and you're joyful, you're more excited, you're more happy about living and manifesting the life that you want and the life that you came here to experience. Also, just wanted to let you know that the urine experience is done. Of course, I'm still going to be using it and all that, but as far as me really experiment with it and everything, is pretty much done. I have all my research, all my information, and I'm pretty much going to write a book on it. So just know there's going to be a book on urine therapy that I'll be putting out in the next month or two. So look out for that. And my next experiment that I'll be doing deeply is on the hair. And of course, I'll be growing my facial hair back and just really diving deep into, hair and how it plays a role in our existence. And I won't be cutting my hair off anymore. Only cutted my hair for the urine experiment, so I can really, get it deep into the skin and really see, the benefits of it. So I'm back on the hair thing, of course, and that's going to be the next, that's the next experiment for me, and I can't wait. I'm super excited about it. I miss my hair, so. Also, the summer I'm be traveling a lot. That's my main thing. I'm saving up and everything, and just manifesting vacations this summer. That's my goal, to travel a lot, meet different people, experience different environments, and just enjoy myself. I'm going to be coming out with a website. It should be up by like spring, where it's going to be a community thing. We can share experiences and knowledge, and really grow together. And also it's going to be products on there, and just cool stuff on there to just grow our tribe, just keep the energy alive, like shirts and stuff like that. So just look out for that as well. But let me focus on this video, where I'll just be talking briefly about the three treasures and how it's vital in your life and how it can transform your life. See, as you can see, Shen is the spirit, Jing is the essence, and Qi is the energy. As you know, no fat pretty much allows you to have essence, allows you to have like this aura around you, to be more secure within yourself, because the urine is the blood. You have more blood to circulate, and the more blood you have in you, the more secure and more confident you'll be within yourself. That's why when you fapping off a lot, you get anxiety, you feel like shit, you got low self-esteem and everything, because you're releasing, that vital essence. You're releasing your blood, which is you, and which is power in the body. So it makes sense why, you have all these negative emotions and you're not secure with yourself. You know, the gene come from the reproductive organs and your kidneys. So that's like, you know, they're at the bottom, they're near your root. So that's what keeps you grounded. That's why when you build the jing and you do the no fat, you know, you're comfortable with yourself. That confidence is radiant and is able to attract, you know, different people. You know, that's why people experience having more girls, people respecting them feeling good and stuff in that sort. The chi is the energy, as you know. The chi is like the opposite of the jing, even though they're interconnected, they work together. But the chi is what pretty much influenced the outside world, while the jing influenced the inside of you, you know, making you more confident and everything. The chi just allows you to connect with more people, allows you to have more energy to connect with the people, and all that good sort. The chi, it goes into the muscle, and which gives you pretty much your strength, because you don't really get your strength from your muscles, you get it from the chi. That's why, you know, it'd be like skinny Shaolin monks, and it'd be like these big bodybuilders, but Shaolin monks can be the bodybuilder with ease, because those muscles don't really mean much, especially if you don't have the chi in it to provide that power. Because if you got high chi, you know, you punch somebody, you can damage their organs and stuff like that. And the shin is the spirit, it's pretty much your presence. People notice you easily. You'll walk into a room and people will pick up on your presence. People will treat you, you know, in a high manner. They'll recognize that, you know, you have a good spirit. Your spirit pretty much shows. I remember my aunt commented on my Instagram picture. She was like, I could see your spirit. And she was like, you probably got orbs in your room, the stuff that people be experiencing. But she was like, yeah, I can see your spirit is showing so brightly. And that's because I've been developing shin. And the shin is connected with your eyes, because, you know, the eyes are the windows to the soul. So when you have high, you know, a lot of shin in the body, you'll be able to, you know, amaze people, and your gaze will be able to pretty much attract and amaze people. They'll be able to just see that you have like some type of inner light, like it shines so brightly. Like basically they'll be able to see that the inner you. They'll be able to see your soul and everything. And the shin pretty much keeps you in a void state. It pretty much allows you to have clear emotions. Like your emotions are pretty much be void, because the body is void of emotion. You're just experiencing emotions based on, you know, different states and different organs produce different emotions, and the organs, depending on the condition of the organs, influence your emotional state and how you express those emotions. The shin is pretty much your higher faculties, because the jing is the energy pretty much at the bottom, like at the navel and at the reproductive organs, and it pretty much get refined, and it builds into the chi, and the chi get refined and builds up to the shin. So they're all, you know, connected, and the stronger they are, you know, they affect the other energies, and it just becomes one big energy, and you just become like this amazing being. All right, let me see. As you can see, the jing is pretty much your DNA. It's your essence, it's who you are. Pretty much determines how healthy you are, like your hair, your nails, skin, stuff like that. You know, kids that have a lot of jing, you know, they inherit it from their parents, depending on their jing level. You know, if they, you know, come out healthy, good hair, good skin, good teeth, stuff like that, because they have high jing. And that's why with no fat, you know, your hair gets better and stuff like that, your skin and everything. And that's why you're able to attract women, because, you know, the DNA, girls are attracted to, you know, healthy individuals, and they can see that it's expressing itself. It's crazy because how synchronicities work. I was watching an anime called DNA Mega Playboy, and he pretty much he had this magical glow around him where the women would just go crazy over him, and instantly he would be able to pretty much wow them, and he wasn't even doing much. He was just being himself, and he was highly confident, all the stuff that no fat. And you see the chi, pretty much the energy, and you see it's in a spiral, because energy builds up in the spiral. That's why your hair is better when it's cool. You squat, it's building energy because you're in a spiral. So that's pretty much what that's partaking. The shin, your calmness, inner peace, nothingness, experiencing bliss, and just pretty much bringing out your spirit and being one with the universe, living by the Tao. Let's see. And he's showing right there the candle. Life is like a candle, you build up the shin and everything. As you can see, the chi. Then you got the jing. And a lot of people don't know, you have two kidneys, but they both function differently. The right kidney is called Ming Men, I believe. And the right kidney is what produces the jing, while the left kidney is mainly for, the bladder and, urine and whatnot. Let you know how they're connected. You pretty much build the energy in a cycle. Let's see. Same thing with that. The jing start off at the root, the bottom. Then you got the chi, builds up into the chi. Then you got the shin is the higher energies, in the head, your higher chakras. Mainly in the heart, your essence, your spirit, everything is received. The heart is the receiver. So you receive that soul, that message from the higher self, the higher, higher entities, the universe pretty much, and the heart receives it. And you got the shin, the above the brow. And you got on the crown chakra, and that's why handstands pretty much build that energy. I know when I do handstands, I feel the chakra up there circling on my top of my head, and that's what whenever I stimulate any chakra, you can feel it spinning, and the energy feels so good. And I'll be doing videos on that as well, especially in the spring and summer, all my training. Anybody that's partaking in NoFap, I encourage you to take the next step and start doing Qigong practices and Tai Chi, and really understanding Qi, so you can make that energy, increase that energy and take it to the next step. And you can start, developing your shin. What else? See, here's my other phone. As you can see, the shin, you get it from the soul, which is the message. You'll be able to start. That's why I'm able to put stuff together, because I'm getting things from a higher source. I don't have to read books or anything, because you already have all the inner knowledge. I'm getting it from the sun and the universe, the cosmos. It's sending a message through my vessel, and your heart receives it. The heart receives it, and then the mind processes it. you're able to put things together. You're able to, use that information. And then the chi energy is you applying your will, you taking action. That's why high chi allows you to, do a lot of things. You'll be like, supercharged. You'll utilize your whole day. Um, you'll be able to, manifest your dreams, apply that, take action on whatever you're trying to, do. And then the Jing, which I didn't even know, but in previous videos I was talking about how manifesting easier and stuff like that. And now I see why, because Jing is applied to the matter, because that's the physical you. That's more physical. The Chi is more emotional, and the Shin is more spiritual. And as you hold in that seed, manifestations, you'll be able to manifest much easier and manifest your dreams and everything. What else I got here? And then, I'm gonna try to find this on the website, because it's crazy. I've been knowing this stuff, like just knowing it, and then I started actually really diving deep into researching, and I've been seeing that everything I've been talking about is, what's out there. That's why, you gotta trust yourself. You don't even need books or anything. Yeah, it's this same thing, they use the analogy, the Jing. Jing is pretty much the foundation, is the physical, what keeps you grounded. Is the base, and the Chi is pretty much the candle, the fire itself, the energy, the flame that allows you to do, take action. Then the Shin is the light radiating from that flame, like your presence, the light within you, in which you're able to influence. Same with Chi, you'll be able to, that's why you're able to influence more people into you, as far as making connections. And the stomach is your subconscious, so you'll be connecting with people on their subconscious, and that's why people react to you and the way they do. Anybody that know with no fat and high Chi and Shin, the high Shin knows that people just treat you just in a high manner. Your existence has become so much better. Let's see. See, as you can see, let me start with the Jing. Fluid substance in the body. As you know, the kidneys produce urine, and urine is pretty much your blood, bodily functions, which produce the Jing. That's why urine therapy, heals so much, and it de-ages you, because you're putting your essence back into your body, and you're refining the energy, because you're looping it. You got your sexual fluids, your sperm. You convert that fluid, you use it for Jing. That's why if you ever look at it, when I look at a picture of a girl with a fat butt, and it's very attractive, and it gets you going, that sexual energy is powerful. That's why everything stems from sexual energy. It's like a torch. It lights your body and makes you want to take action. So you want to refine that sexual energy instead of wasting, masturbating to that picture or masturbating to a girl. You use that as fuel to take action and manifest what you like. So you strengthen the Chin, direct Chi more efficiently. As you strengthen each, you strengthen others, because they're all connected. Say the Chin, pretty much quieting of the emotions. It has you connected to the oneness. Then the Shin go to the Tao, spirit raised to connect with the divine. You'll start, receiving divine messages. You're able to awaken your psychic abilities, all your, metaphysical and just higher senses, because you have more senses than the five senses. As you can see, the Ming Men, that's your right kidney. Man, Jing stored in the kidneys. Man meaning physical, the Jing is the matter. You got the Shin stored in the heart. And you're receiving that message. Heaven, breath, lungs, do breathing exercises. The breath is the spirit, is the life. And the more you do breathing exercise, you breathe properly. You're building that chi, which is the same as the Shin. Then you got the earth, food and water, stomach. The Jing is also stored in the stomach, as well as the kidneys and the reproduction organs. It's mainly stored in the stomach because most of the blood is in the stomach. And then it builds the chi, and you get chi also from the food and the water, because everything, is energy. You got the source chi. So as you can see, the Shin is the mind aspect. Main organ is the heart. Fire, the fiery heart. To be able to allow you to be more joyful, allow you to do things that's in the heart center, your true purpose, your true, passions. And you'll be much more loving, all those good emotions. And it's crazy because one time I took my daughter to Sesame Place, and she was like, "Daddy, my heart is burning. Like, I'm so happy right now." And it was like, it clicked in my mind. I'm like, wow, like, because kids, they're less affected by the matrix. They're, more, their organs is affected. So all their organs are working properly. I'm like, wow, fiery heart. Like, I haven't experienced that since I was a kid. So that picked up on me, like, wow, because she was real excited, joyful that she was going to Sesame Place. And that's why kids are your ancestors. They teach you, things that you have lost. They teach you to be a kid again. Then, the chi is the energy aspect of you, the organ, mainly the spleen. And a lot of people don't know, the postnatal Jing or chi is stored in the spleen. It's the spleen pretty much transforms the food and the water into the chi. It's, it deals with stuff in that sort, the earth element, middle dantian, which is, near the solar plexus and everything. Then you got the Jing, of course, the essence, the blood, the kidneys is the main organ. You got the water element lower. Then, of course, this is a lot more complex, but just let you know that everything is connected and everything is interrelated. You got, balance with the yin and the yang organs, and that's why you gotta balance the food. You can't just eat all fruits or all vegetables and stuff, because you'll be too yin or too yang. That's why, a lot of people be having problems with those diets. You gotta find balance, and I figured that out through experience. That's why experience is the best teacher. And that's why I'm able to put out information, and I'll be able to help people that's, in the future. Like, my mission is health, and I have firsthand experience, not just reading, books and stuff like this. But let me keep going. You got the prenatal Jing, what you are born with, what your parents passed to you. Breathing exercises, helps with that. Then you got the postnatal Jing, like they say, the child began eating, drinking, and breathing independently. Its lungs, spleen, and stomach began functioning till they track and refine chi from the fluid and drinks it consume, and the air it breathes. Prenatal Jing is the complex of essence that's refined and retracted. Postnatal Jing depends on the functions of the stomach and the spleen. That's why fasting is good. And, the spleen gets rid of the toxins and it transforms the food into you. Because everything you eat and drink has to be transformed into your being. So Jing is more than just no fat, No fat is like the foundation of it. And also, I'm gonna be doing a video real soon, probably in the next couple of days, on beyond no fat and what I have come across, and as far as ejaculation and pretty much raising that energy up. And it's so powerful, and I'll be explaining that on my next video. See, as you can see, kidney genes play an important role in psychology and hereditary. The prenatal gene, it determines your constitution, like I said, your structures, your, is at the, the lower is your security is your grounding aspect of you, pretty much. That's why you just see you got your growth, your development, because it deals with your reproductive, of course, semen and everything, and your sexual maturation and reproduction. That's why people that practice no fat, begin to become more zen, become more, mature, because they're not wasting that semen. That's probably why girls become more mature than guys much earlier, is because they don't really have, like, girls, they don't really release energy when they orgasm, unlike guys. So their energy is just storing. As you can see, controls growth of bones. That's why you get stronger when you practice no fat. Your teeth, your hair, your brain development. That's why people, their mental increases. And I talked about that in the previous video. Then you got your, your hair and everything gets better. You get the sexual maturation, where you're not, trying to waste it on anything. Most people that come out with poor gene is like people that have, messed up, teeth, stunning growth, their DNA isn't as strong. That's why most attractive people, they have high gene when they're born. Kidney genes produced in the marrow. Marrow produces bone marrow, the brain, and the spiral cord. Everything is connected. Your spine, that's why your posture becomes more erect, more in alignment. And that's why ejaculation, messes up your body and destroys it pretty much, because you're releasing your spine and your brain. And look. That's why you feel like shit. Therefore, if kidney gene is weak, bones may be undernourished, leading to poor memory and concentration. Most people that fap off a lot have anxiety problems, low self-esteem, have problems, manifesting their dreams, empty feeling in the head, dizziness. And I've experienced those things, when I was fapping off as a teen, and I didn't know why, but, now you know. Once you know better, you do better. Oh yeah, I'm be doing a video on cats too, and how they react to you once you start raising your energy up, because cats are sentinel beings, and they are aware of that they're a cat. That's what sentinel beings are. But future video, as you can see, you hear my cat trying to get in. He do this a lot now, and it's like my cat want to be around me all the time. Gene in the kidney and lungs, breathing, and holding in the semen, and urine therapy. Circulatory system, and the bones makes you stronger, and reproductive as well. Inside the your seed, the water element, and you got the chi, the spleen. Like I said, refines the energy, transforms it, mainly in the meridians, making your body like powerful. connected with the nose and mouth because it's the breathing element. And then you got chin, which is the spirit, liver and heart, fire element, allows you with the light and spirit. It forms your light, makes you emanate in a higher light. People can sense your presence, as I stated. Allows you to be more joyful, allows you to realize your purpose, be more in your heart space. And it's the extra meridians, pretty much your supernatural abilities, pyrokinesis, telekinesis, all that good stuff. Plays a role with the nervous system because, your hair and everything receives the information from, outside sources. That's why your hair is important. And your hair is considered your sixth sense. And that's why I'll be doing the hair experiment next. And that's why my name is Psyche D. If anybody ever watched that anime Psyche K, he has all abilities, and that's what I'm trying to achieve. Just a quick video just on, an update, me just explaining some of the aspects of the three treasures, and that will be what I'll be focusing on the next upcoming videos. I'll be explaining more deeply and actually showing you the practices that build up these energies much quicker. And these things will transform your life like completely. You'll be a different being. Everything will just start making sense. But Psyche D out.